back.
Back in action. Sorry about that.
All right, so what's going to happen, this will be 2 separate videos on the YouTube stream. This is episode 231.2, second attempt, Winter Radio 64, featuring Stickhead and
sorry about that.
A drunken Dave.
That may have been my fault.
The boom!
I didn't really do that, did I?
Dave drops the boom.
I mean, you did. I seen you do it, and I didn't say anything, but I should have watched the camera. It's my own fault.
Whoops. I apologize, everybody.
With double shots, that's what did it.
That's what did him in,
Yeah.
So Epstein Island, thoughts?
I seen that guy's video, and it seems like his whole gimmick is just basically trespassing, jumping in, running through with a GoPro.
Stop shaking the fucking table.
See, maybe it wasn't me.
I watched you do it.
It wasn't.
Just like, oh, look at me, here I am, and then he leaves.
But he was still there. I wasn't there.
Well, I seen the video.
I didn't say. I did too.
And this week he just uploaded one from Bohemian Grove.
Well,
Yeah.
that what's his name did that? The one with the $1 billion thing.
Well, it's the same guy. He did that too. He basically just runs in there. He gets to the part where they have all the.
What do you mean it's the same guy? Who was I talking about, Mr. Psychic?
That
Oliver
Oliver guy.
Rivera.
No. I just said the original Bohemian Grove was the guy with the $1 billion thing against him. What's his name? He's on Joe Rogan sometimes. Talks like this. Talk the frog's gay.
Oh, Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. That's it. So he did it first, like 8 fucking years ago.
Yeah, they said 2000. He did it.
Was that fucking long ago?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's a long time. I didn't know about 8
I'm a
years
little
ago.
concerned about the world because I used to listen to Alex Jones, be like, who is this fucking lunatic? And now, like, a lot of it is true.
Did you watch the documentary HBO put out this week about it?
No.
It's like the truth of Alex Jones, and all it is doing is interviewing these people whose children got fucking murdered at Sandy Hook, which makes you want to cry because I'm sitting there and like my wife has passed away, Johnny Zero just passed away, so it's fresh in me what it's like to have that loss. Imagine a child, right? And then they cut to Alex Jones like it was all fake, blah blah blah. No, but that was his whole shtick. And it is a shtick. I gotta stress that. Alex Jones isn't a fucking news anchor. You know what I mean? It was a fucking entertainment.
No, he said that in court of law because he had the separation with his wife. And then they were saying, like, well, we're concerned about the kids with the way he acts. And he's like, oh, no, that's just a character.
The shit that I say on this show isn't how I live my life. I get in trouble for shit that I say. Like, why the fuck did you? I'm like, it's a shtick. This isn't how I really. All right, it's a little bit how I really am.
I mean,
By percentage, how much of this is
It might be 20% at this point.
20% real or 20% fake?
Fake. It might be 20% fake at this point.
That's a good number.
It really might be, and it never used to be. It was 100%, but I'll tell you, when it was 100%, it was way more boring. So the shticky stuff, at least from my end of it, personally, I'm 20% shtickier than I was before you were part of the program.
Do you think that becomes like, again, I was going to say, do you think that's, part of what we do now? Like, the dynamic of this program has changed drastically since I have taken over as the co-host.
No, I would say you're more the host at this point.
I'm definitely not. You do most of the talking.
Well, I feel like if we were in like, I compare it to like Robin and Stern, right? I'm the news part, which is the Robin part, and then you're the comedy and the smart and like the whole.
I thought I was Robin.
You're the producer. You're Baba Booey.
Oh, that's
Baba Boy.
And people Fla Floheim, and people mock him, but I got to tell you the truth of it. A, he's a multi-fucking millionaire, and B, it wouldn't sound that good without him doing all this fucking work when no one's there.
You know who's not? Stuttering John.
Do you know about the descent of Stuttering John? Did you tune in to any of that?
That shit is a disaster. Because after we've talked about it,
you looked into it.
I've followed up with it, and that dude is off the fucking rails,
Because
dude.
we watch the YouTubes, right?
I haven't paid attention to him. I mean, since he basically disappeared from television. For whatever
He
reason.
has a podcast, and it's a fucking shit show.
As a teenager, I loved his album. I don't know why.
No, because it's not bad. Talk my way out of it. It's not bad. I remember that record. You weren't that much of a teenager. You were like 18, but that's okay.
Yeah, and that dude's kind of hot garbage. Like, he's kind of...
All right, there's a theory following this. All right, you don't know the whole story. I'm going to give you a quick synopsis. Dave's well steeped. So's Tiffany. So's myself. I'm really into it, actually. I've written the guy. Like, I've had communication with Carl. So, I not that we're friends or anything, but I know him a little bit. Anyway, Stuttering John was on the Tonight Show. And then when the Tonight Show goes off the air, he doesn't have a job anymore. And right when it went off the air and he stopped making $1.3 million a year, or whatever he was fucking making for this astronomical money, right? His wife divorced him because he's just about a piece of shit. So he loses his kids, his mansion, and his wife. Now he's living at the time in some fucking condo in LA, which is like literally ridden with roaches, ironically enough. But that's
These fucking roaches.
And in LA.
but they were walking across his chest while he was on his podcast.
Yeah.
Did you just check your fucking watch? Fuck you, man. Anyway,
What work is texting me?
did they really text you?
Yeah.
Are they watching the program?
No, they want me to watch a video.
Fuck them.
We should watch it on the program.
It'll be better than the room.
Hey,
Got it.
have some goddamn respect.
Hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Hi, March.
Yeah, so bye, March.
All right. So he doesn't have a job. He then gets a writing job for who's the great basketball player we discussed last week? Kareem.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
His roast. He wrote on that roast, which isn't like a big deal, right? And then he got on some weird fucking like very leftist female comedian show, and they fired him because he's a fuck up. And now he has nothing. So he literally became a fucking substitute teacher and didn't want anybody to know this, just to pay his bills. He has no money, right? And he has kids. He has to pay child support and shit. And he gets a pension from being on the Tonight Show, but not till he's like 63 or 64, whatever the fuck it is, 65 maybe. So he's just kind of floundering, right? He has started a political podcast, extremely left, very biased, which is fine, I guess. That's your thing. I like to stay in the middle if I can. And so it's just atrocious. And if you remember all of the racist shit that he said on the Howard Stern show,
Oh, yeah, all the time.
he literally, he referred to fireworks as the N-word. Remember that thing? Like, bad shit.
Yeah.
And it's on the, like, you can pull it up on YouTube right now. It's like, then he has no money, so he sued SiriusXM for using his likeness without his fucking permission. Even though he got paid to, when he did all those recordings, right? He lost the fucking lawsuit. That happened.
On top of that, if you watched his current podcast, where you are sitting right now and what you are doing, the production values here are to the umpteenth degree better than what dick-faced Stuttering John is doing right now.
Yep. He's got a green screen behind himself. And he won't pay for the image. The image is $4. So he has the fucking watermark in the corner of the image because he won't pay for it.
Definitely a shitbag.
Yeah, he's a colossal sack of shit.
And then he made the Beer on the Balcony podcast where he would start drinking. And then by the end of the podcast, he's so drunk, he's slurring, he's inebriated.
I mean, this happens to me too.
Yeah, but Dave, like,
But you're not by yourself.
Yeah.
He's self-produced and just hammered. And the whole thing is glory days. He's like, remember when I was on a Stern show and blah, blah, blah. And that, I mean, I hear you. We all like our glory days, but that's all it is. So a podcaster, have you heard of Who Are These Podcasts?
No.
He would just lampoon,
Yeah.
like attack these podcasts, like Bert Kreischer, the Two Bears thing. Like, they're a fucking car crash. We'll discuss that in a second.
Also, dude, that podcast is funny as shit.
No, it's not. Did you see this week when they're discussing gay sex in great detail?
Yeah.
It's not good.
I kind of thought it was funny.
Would you fuck Lamar Jackson? Would you fuck fucking which sports player would you fuck? I don't need that in my life because they're
We can
men.
talk about that later.
Yeah, you're into that?
If you had to be gay, who would you fuck?
Oh, God.
John Stamos.
Obviously. 'Cause that-
Go in the garage and do some karate.
Did we just become best friends?
Yup. So yeah, the Who Are Those podcast?
Started to fuck with him, and but they do everybody's show. They did and then they did his, and his head exploded. So they did another one, and that made them famous. They are literally, and I'm not kidding, attacking John has become an industry. They're Stuttering John Con. There's a whole thing. You think I'm kidding? Like, there's a thing. All right. Do you remember who Shuley was from the Stern Show?
No.
Once he went to Sirius, he was one of the guys who like ran stuff. And then during the pandemic, he left the show because they were really weird restrictions. He's like, I'm not doing this. I'm moving down south with my family. I'm going to be out. And so then Stuttering John starts attacking Shuley. So Shuley's like, for real? So he's got him. Remember Reverend Bob Levy?
Yeah.
So Reverend Bob Levy and Shuley have their own fucking network now attacking John, like networks, not a show, entire networks devoted to just to destroying Stuttering John. Then there was a huge summit where they paid John like $5,000 to come on the podcast, and they had like a fucking summit to sit. It was a whole thing. The point is, he might be suffering from alcohol dementia at this point.
Like Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
Well, not quite that part yet, but there was a regular on
Hold on, because I don't think that's real either.
Oh, whoa! Please tell me. Please tell me.
Let's go back to our previous topics.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
And I just saw a news. I don't want to say news. That's a strong word for what I watched. But someone is saying that Wendy Williams doesn't have alcohol-induced dementia. That she has been drugged by the powers that be because all the P. Diddy shit. She's like, she has dirt on all of them, and she knows it, and they're trying to keep her shut the fuck up.
I don't agree.
Okay. And I'm not saying you're wrong.
Her ex-husband, who managed her finances. What did you say?
Ex-husband? That's what you said.
Is that what I said? I think I burped and spoke simultaneously. Is that fucked up? Her ex-husband.
Burn.
Her
We all
ex-husband.
heard that, right? We did it.
Yeah.
No, I love it. Thank you. Let's do that.
Sorry, I apologize.
No, I did it. You don't have to apologize. Dude, please point out the shortcomings of me, because I love pointing out the shortcomings of others. It's like my favorite.
I'll wait till somebody else gets here to point out your shortcomings.
Not that short, sir. If you rub it, it tends to get
As long as
bigger.
you're coming, it doesn't matter how short it is.
I won the race. Mike.
I win.
Mike doesn't
Run
care.
away. Just run away.
So Wendy Williams' husband was her manager. He got a woman pregnant on the side and put her in a house behind Wendy's mansion and paid for it all with Wendy's money.
Ron Kaiser said, I agree with Dave. I wouldn't be shocked they're trying to keep Wendy Williams silent.
Ha ha!
I don't agree with that.
Two of us believe this now.
I don't agree with that.
Is Cobalt Zero still watching? I want him to chime in.
There's 5 watching. He hasn't chimed in yet.
Well, we haven't talked about conspiracy theories in a minute. That's his forte. We can ask.
Well, going back to the Epstein Island guy, like I was saying, like how he like rushed and like like he also did the video about Bohemian Grove, like
Yeah.
just ran in and then just do a quick.
What
video
you're saying
and
is
run
there's
out.
nothing of substance there.
Well, it's just a real quick like. Okay, here I am. I run it. I'd have more respect for him if he just found a spot in there and just lived there for a couple of years.
Or
Okay,
3
here's
days.
Cobalt Zero.
Cobalt Zero.
A lot of people fake to escape prosecution or escape shamelessly. John McCain did not have brain cancer.
Ho, ho, ho.
Was McCain like being brought up on charges I don't know about or something? Ask Cobalt. He would know that shit.
I would question if that was like George Bush's excuse of like oh look how dumb he is. It had to be Dick Cheney.
So you think Bush is the mastermind?
Definitely not.
That would be that would be funny.
You know what's fucked up? This is real. I don't know if you guys ever saw this. There's a real video of this. George Bush put money set aside federally, specifically in case a pandemic was to ever break out in the United States of America,
Yeah.
where it wouldn't have crippled the economy. He set millions. He set it
Yeah.
aside in fucking 2001, right? After like 9/11 and shit. And Obama, when he was cutting the budget, got rid of it because it's like Democrat, Republican.
Cobalt Zero said he was executed, and then he also said Bush Sr.
Senior is a gnarly motherfucker.
Without a
Well, he
doubt.
was there when JFK got killed.
He was also in the CIA at the time, and later was the head of the CIA. Don't ever fuck with the dude who's the head of the CIA. I'm
Facts.
just saying. Like, and he was an Air Force pilot
Really?
during World War II. Who was the guy who's like the great? You'll know this. Who's the greatest hitter in all of baseball
Ted
history?
Williams.
When Ted Williams went into the Air Force for World War II,
Yep.
George Bush was on the same team. Who flew fucking planes
Yeah.
together. And he's like, we were in awe of him because he was a star and we were just regular jerk off pilot guys. You know what I mean? Like,
On a completely side note, do you remember when the Bush daughters got caught drinking?
yeah, of course.
Underage drinking?
Of course.
Do you remember when Will Ferrell did the skit on Saturday Night Live? When he has the conversation with them?
No.
And I forget who the host was. Some whatever celebrity of the time was hosting, but she was playing Jenna Bush, and she came on and Will Ferrell's George Bush. She's like, Jenna, I need to have a talk with you. Let me tell you a little story about a fella I know hanging out in Texas, drinking, doing blow. You know what happened to him, Jenna? He went to jail because he was poor and Mexican.
What are your thoughts on Will Ferrell?
I think he's hysterical.
What about you, Mike?
I like him, but I don't think I could. I don't like all his work.
Would you set him in the upper echelon? Like,
Of the past 25 years, I would say he's up there.
Yeah.
I have one caveat to it that leads me to believe maybe he isn't.
Well, that whole thing you did with the fucking Sherlock Holmes movie sucks my cock.
Okay, whatever. I don't care about that. Everybody has their fucking misses. That's not.
Then what's the caveat?
My caveat is that, like, while he is funny, I feel like his greatest work doesn't happen without John C. Reilly.
Not true. Anchorman 1 and 2, there's no John C. Reilly. And those are great. Anchorman 1
Okay, I'll buy that.
might be perfect. No. There's parts of 2 that later I have to watch.
Dorothy Mantooth is insane.
Well, that's 1. But in 2, the whole... Dude, you married an African-American woman. Could you imagine sitting at dinner with the fucking parents and saying the shit that he said?
Dude, that scene is while it is
so
hilarious,
uncomfortable.
It's so uncomfortable.
Cobalt Zero said McCain killed over 200 Americans on aircraft carriers setting off a missile, fucking with a jet wet start. His dad was the admiral of the ship. Will Ferrell, evil.
Is he one of them?
Will Ferrell's on the list? Let us know.
Just remember, Tom Hanks is on the fucking list. And Tom Hanks spent a lot of money to wash that from the internet, but it's still a fact.
Yeah.
He might be an evil motherfucker. It's been coming out a little bit about him lately.
Could be, man.
He might be an evil
Is that
motherfucker.
the Streisand effect?
What do you mean? I don't know.
The Streisand effect is where basically she paid a lot of money to wipe something from the internet, and it just drew more attention.
No, his worked. He paid companies to wash. He's on the Epstein list. If you Google it, it doesn't come up anymore. But it used to come up because he was on the fucking list.
I thought you were talking about the South Park episode with Barbara Streisand.
That's what she was worried about, yeah.
Robert Smith, Robert. They had to find Robert Smith from The Cure to defeat Mecha Streisand. It's one of my favorite episodes. It's fucking amazing.
Cobalt Zero said yes to Will Ferrell, evil.
Do you have any more information than that? Please share it in the chat.
Please do. We like to hear that.
We'll read it. I do want to know. Oh, I kind of like Will Ferrell.
I kind of like our mastermind of fucking conspiracy nonsense.
I got to be honest. All right.
I'm not calling it nonsense.
Cobalt, I'm going to give you a fucking shout out here. I know you're typing. I met this gentleman in 2009 after a 2010. In 2009, we go to California on tour. We come home. The bass player can't handle it. He fucking cracked on the road and he quits and he's out of the band. Cobalt comes in and starts playing bass for Starscream. He saved us for a while. It was awesome. When I meet him, he drops all this knowledge on me. Too much for my fragile little eggshell brain to comprehend. And then systematically over the following 10 years, 90% of what he said materialized, and it really fucked me up. I was like, wait, I heard about this.
Son of a bitch.
So Cobalt said Will Ferrell was talking real sick shit with little kids. I heard it.
Oh! That's upsetting. Can you look up if Will Ferrell's married? I don't know anything about him.
That would ruin my day. My day's
married?
My day's already been ruined.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good. Zing!
He's married. He has 3 sons.
That's right. His kid's in a band, and Will Ferrell showed up fucking DJing.
He got married in 2000 to Rebecca Paulin.
I like the letter V. Baltimore bridge collapse. I'm going to say a thing, and then I want you guys to tell me your fucking thoughts. I read, and I don't know this to be true because this is not my industry, that when a boat of that size is leaving the harbor, the rules, maritime law dictates for, like, in America, to leaving a port, there should be a tugboat on each side in case the ship fails. Because it's so fucking big that if it fails, it can't be stopped.
I've heard that.
Yes.
Is this real?
I believe it is.
Did they fuck up, or air quotes, was this intentional? And it hit at 1:30 in the morning when minimal people were on the bridge.
Yeah.
So discuss.
That wouldn't surprise me. I don't have any proof to back that up. I don't know what maritime law says. So
Bird law we got, though.
Of course.
Yes.
Just common sense, though, says to me that tugboats should have been in place.
Because that is the biggest liner you could do for shipping in the world. That's the biggest there is.
I also did read this about that particular vessel has been written up several times for safety and mechanical failures in the past. So this is not a new thing for that particular ship. you would think if a ship had that kind of track record that most especially you would want to have some type of accompanying vehicles with it to stop it from doing what it did, and yet none of that happened. So I don't know if this is just a colossal fuck up or if this was somehow intentional.
Thoughts, Mike?
I also heard that it was very odd that tugboats were not accompanying it. From what I heard, like they're investigating that it's a power failure. Maybe
propulsion or something.
Yeah.
The backup generator also failed, I read.
maybe caused by dirty fuel is what they're saying. But I'm not knowledgeable in that, so I'm going to see what that investigation.
But the
is.
tugboats are highly suspect,
Yes.
in my opinion.
Yeah, I find that weird. Like, really weird.
Cobalt said was never in shipping lane way up the river when it should have been to navigate. And on here it says one vessel should hire another to provide assistance under or in whatever.
Well, that shipping company's going to get sued, and they're going to.
Yeah,
But they have
that's
insurance. It's
Yeah.
this thing. It all washes out with insurance at the end of the day. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
You got insurance to cover a bridge? A whole motherfucker?
if you are a shipping company, of course you do.
Fair.
Now, you may go bankrupt because you couldn't get insurance going forward, but of course you do. You're
Yeah.
covered for that's what the insurance
Are
is
they gonna
for.
blame it on like shoddy like engineering?
No,
No, the bridge was fantastic. It's just that you lose.
Actually, that's also incorrect.
What's wrong with the bridge?
Nothing was wrong with the bridge per se. However, we were looking at it at work the other night, and within months of that bridge being built, structural standards changed, and they are supposed to have like 80 feet of stone moorings surrounding those pillars
That they didn't have.
that they did not have because that particular bridge was grandfathered in like a matter of months prior to this becoming the rule.
Jesus.
In like 1950 something.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's like the last bridge constructed without these.
So had they hit a bridge from 54 or 55,
yeah,
it wouldn't have collapsed.
It wouldn't have done what it did. It would have smashed the boat and veered it off course. And obviously the bridge may have had some structural damage, but it never would have done what that one did. Which is also, again, suspicious.
I mean, that fucking thing. Fuck.
Now, because we went down for a few minutes, we can run late a little bit today. We all
Do
agree.
whatever the fuck we want to do.
Go ahead.
We're in a band.
I want to know what the little explosions were. Conspiracy theories much?
Oh no, the explosions are the boat failing. That's the thing. So the engines go out, it starts smoking. That shit, that makes a little bit of sense.
So when you see not the actual fireball that happens, but you do see initially you see smoke,
Mm-hmm.
and they're saying what that is that at the last minute and unfortunately too late, they did get the engines restarted and threw it full reverse, trying to avoid hitting anything, and it didn't quite make it.
So do we feel that this is negligence, or is it a smoke show to cover the fucking Diddy bullshit?
I don't know whether it's covering Diddy bullshit, but I think this is fucking shady. I find it to be insanely fucking shady.
Because mathematically, since 1950, how many fucking ships have gone in and out of that port?
Millions.
Now,
Millions.
somebody got on a thing I heard yesterday on a podcast, and he was like, this is going to fuck up shipping for a year and a half. No, it's not. We exist. Jersey exists. New York exists. Virginia exists.
Also, what shipping is it going to fuck up? That ship was going out, not coming in.
Oh, all the things that are docked in there that can't move now because the bridge is in the way.
Right, but they're all exported shit. All those boats are leaving the harbor full.
Brilliant sentence. Brilliant sentence.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm saying that ship was also in a prior accident before the Baltimore Bridge.
Well, it's a foreign crew because
They
domestically.
also said they had a female captain, which may have come into play.
Did you just say that out loud?
I did.
Mike has no comment.
I don't want the producer to quit.
I was waiting to look over
It's
it.
giving me Audacity vibe.
Yeah, that's why I say it. It's
The name of your sex tape, Audacity Vibes.
Let the producer have her muffin
Your muffin.
to not be mad.
Wait, what'd you say?
It's off my shit list because I'm taking a muffin.
Are they good?
Yeah,
What's it taste like?
coffee cake muffin.
It's like the coffee.
Ooh.
It doesn't look inviting.
It's probably going to be messy.
And I stopped eating early last night so I could indulge. It doesn't look. He said Krispy Kremes. I was prepared for some fucking donuts.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
He lives on Drury Lane.
He's right here. He lives in Dog Piss Mattress Alley.
He lives in my parents' house. That's fucked up, huh? Mike lives in my parents' house.
Did you know each other before you moved into your parents' house?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was my idea. And I go visit it sometimes. He gave me the coolest thing. It was like a year ago last week. My mother, who got married in 1955.
Okay, Angie said the explosions on the bridge itself. Cobalt said tell Vex to check his phone, and Angie also said there was someone that zoomed in and analyzed the video. I'll find it.
Get to work.
Will Ferrell's comedy skit about child trafficking is disgusting, and this was years ago. I'm going to try and play this.
I hope it's not. It probably is. Maybe I'll just find it funny. Who knows?
Is there no video? It's a bunch of screenshots.
Nah.
All right, this might be it.
We have this ritual of the mind. What I've been told is this will break me down.
It's not for the faint of heart.
And you're going to be my shaman and walk me through this thing.
Shaman, if you've got the guts to go there. Remove the subject's clothes.
Yeah!
Let us stare upon his baby skin and chest hair, which can be accurately summed up as not yet a man, but not still a boy. Now the subject shall bathe in the blood of a gifted turtle. This will make your show irresistible.
That turtle wasn't gifted.
It will be like one of those live NBC musicals that makes everyone lose their goddamn minds.
I'm not gonna lie, this is weird.
But to be truly great, the host must accept
This is SNL.
that he's also one with Earth, a dirt person. It's not much of a metaphor here. This one is just pretty clear cut.
I'm done.
Repeat after me.
I'm done.
Again.
That's SNL writing, though. So the theory would be he didn't write it, but he's acting it out. Ew.
I am very.
Ew.
Ew.
I don't like you. You got the X.
Definitely the dick.
I heard that Lady Gaga, whose birthday I believe was yesterday, she's 38, literally drank the blood and all that shit and became super famous. Then she rejected it, and that's why her records went.
Maybe that's why we never got famous, dude.
Well, I never got sodomized by P. Diddy. I don't know about you. Never happened to me.
No, I have an unblemished record of not sucking a dick. So there's that.
Oh, remind me, I gotta do the fuck, marry, kill.
All right, what do you got?
Yeah, we do. Let's do that now. Sounds like a good time for that.
While you're typing it, I have a story for us to discuss.
In my notes.
Okay.
All right.
You know, everyone on this program has notes about the show except me. I just show up like an asshole.
Because you're the host.
I'm not the host. I'm 100% not.
Okay.
It says with Dave.
He won't stop talking.
I mean, Dave, can you not?
Your name is in the title twice.
That's because I'm obsessed.
What, fuck, marry, kill?
No. The Vex Podcast literally has nothing to do with me. It just says
Or
with
me
Dave.
neither. Okay. The Craft. We have Nancy, Sarah, Bonnie, Rochelle.
That's too many.
No, because you can do 4. You don't have to pick them all.
Nancy, Bonnie.
Sarah and Rochelle.
All right, who are these people?
Okay.
Nancy is Fairuza Balk.
I don't know what that means.
She was the goth girl.
Yeah.
So Nancy's the one in fucking Waterboy.
Yes.
All right, Waterboy I got. Go ahead.
Bonnie is Neve Campbell.
Nev Campbell. Sarah is.
I forgot Nev Campbell's in it.
Yep.
Sarah is Robin Tunney. And.
Rochelle.
All right, no. What's a Robin Tunney? Who's that?
She's hardly been in anything else.
Wait, is she the black one or the white one?
The white
She's the
one.
white.
All right, I know who that is.
And Rochelle played in Half Baked.
Half Baked.
Yeah.
But fuck, marry, kill is only 3 choices.
It doesn't matter. You have an extra. It doesn't matter.
Oh, so I can be super racist with
You
it.
can be shitty about it.
Okay. Fuck, marry, kill again, Mike.
Kill Nev Campbell. Fuck. Done. Fairuza Balk, fuck
How
first.
is it that quick? Can you give me a fucking minute?
You can't do fuck.
I just did.
It's fuck, marry, kill. There's
It's my
rules.
show. You just said so. I'm the host. I can fuck whoever I want.
So yours is fuck across the board.
And I would fuck Fairuza Balk in a goddamn heartbeat.
No, but you have to marry someone. There has
He likes
that's the way it makes. So here's the thing. It's implied
Robin Tunney, I'll marry.
if you which
All right,
one's.
who are you fucking? Feruza, you're fucking Nancy.
Yes, without a doubt.
So wait,
Repeatedly.
you're marrying the regular chick, the sour
Yes.
girl?
You're married Bonnie.
No. Nev Campbell. He's killing.
And Nev Campbell dies.
So he kills Nev Campbell.
Yeah.
Okay, he's marrying Sarah, killing Bonnie.
And I'll, half-baked girl can just go on her way.
Can we throw in fucking what's her name? Marsha? Because she's in it.
No, you just told me that there's 4.
Ben Stiller's wife?
No, not
She's in it.
that.
Yeah,
We're
she is.
sticking by what I said.
Yes, dear.
She's the mean.
All right, Mike, you're up.
So Dave is Nancy, Sarah, Bonnie. Fuck, marry, kill.
Yes.
Okay, Mike.
I was kind of fond of the half-baked girl, so I would probably say marry her.
Oh, the one who married a black woman?
Shocking.
Is that what you're saying, Mike? Is that what you're saying out
You
loud?
have a type.
Duh.
I would probably go with Dave on bulk.
Yeah.
What's bulk? What the fuck?
Fairuza Balk.
He wants to fuck Sarah. He wants to fuck Sarah.
He's fucking
And
Sarah.
kill the other 2.
Wait a minute. Fucking
Oh, he's
Sarah.
double murdering.
Who's he marrying? Rochelle?
The black girl, because he married a black girl. It's like a
And
fucking
who's he
rule.
killing?
The other 2.
Okay, the other 2.
There's no need for a second murder. You didn't have to do that.
I was gonna say he could have fucked 2.
And what about you? Who are you fucking?
All right. I'm gonna do the kill first. My least favorite, hands down, is the Sarah character.
Okay.
Because she's in that hold on. That movie that I can't think of the name of. Anyway,
Which one's Sarah?
Robin
The
too.
redhead?
the redhead.
Okay. What
She-
else was she in?
Hold on. Fuck, it's on the tip of my tongue. Records. Tower Record? No. Empire Records.
Records.
She shaves her head in Empire Records.
Oh, yeah.
Not a fan.
Nah.
All right, so she's dead.
Okay. Who are you gonna marry?
Oh, Nev Campbell.
Okay, so
Yeah.
marry.
Oh, she
What's
was never hot, dude. She was
Did
never
you see
hot.
Wild Things?
Yeah, she was the fucking bottom of the barrel in that whole film, dude.
I didn't say I loved her. It's who you marry. She's your ride or die. She's gonna make eggs and shit. Jesus Christ. All right.
I feel like Robin Tunney.
You gotta fuck crazy if you're gonna fuck crazy.
That a boy.
So you fuck the water boy girl.
So you're fucking Nancy, marrying Bonnie, and killing Sarah.
And I'd like to fuck the black chick too.
You want her on the side?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if I get to fuck one of them, also, yeah, I'd fuck.
But Nev Campbell, that's the one you marry. She makes you eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Robin Tunney's got a better omelet going.
Shaved her head. I can't do it. Can't do it, Captain.
We're not talking about that movie though. We're talking about
This is the arc of their lives.
Oh, it is. I was.
Basing it on the craft. I said the craft.
Thank you.
But in the craft, she's all. Here's the thing. She's all burnt up. She's got low self-esteem.
No,
You want to marry her.
Nev Campbell's all burned up.
I just said that's who I'm marrying.
Okay.
She's all fucked up in the head. That's who you want. She's never gonna leave. She's all burnt up. Who wants her?
Yeah, but then when the magic takes her scars away, she's a fucking cunt
So
all of a
you're
sudden.
fucking Nancy and Rochelle, marrying Bonnie, killing Sarah.
Yep.
Okay.
And also, as a full body of work for Ruza Balkman's hands down.
Who the fuck is Fairuza Balk?
Nancy.
See, I don't-
Waterboy girl.
Yeah, the Waterboy.
She's in The Waterboy. She's the
American History X.
Yeah. I'm
Do you want
sorry.
me to kill them?
I'm sorry, but I gotta that the skinhead looking chick thing really did it for me. Yeah.
Wait, really?
She got a halfway shaved head of me. Yeah, I'm into that.
Alright, so that was a good one.
I'm kind of cool with that. And she was in Bad Lieutenant 2 with Nicolas Cage.
Original Bad Lieutenant should have won an Oscar.
Or should have been banished from film.
Harvey Keitel. I saw his dick for like 15 minutes in that movie.
Like, why did I see Harvey Keitel's dick?
Here's the that's the thing. Not the first time.
No,
He showed his dick in films in '75.
he also gets naked in that movie with the piano. The movie The Piano.
I never saw
with,
that.
What's her name? Holly Hunter.
I never saw that.
Yeah.
Just like whipping his cock out.
He just puts his dick on screen a whole lot.
Dave, if I say The Pink Bunny battery commercial. Which battery do you think of?
Well, obviously, it's Energizer.
What about you?
Same.
I did send you this on the list. I don't know if you actually read it or not.
I did.
In 1973, Duracell made the Pink Bunny commercial. Only in Europe. Okay? And they own the copyright for it. 15 years later, in 88, it expires as far as a copyright. So then Duracell has no power to it. And the fucking brand Energizer makes an 88 commercial that says they didn't invite us to their competition.
Ironically, he says Duracell had no power.
Correct.
Thank you. I didn't even notice.
We have no power here.
So if you live in the United States of America and you say bunny, you think Energizer, but it's not.
Funny enough, we're wearing asshole fucking bunny ears.
This is why I thought it would be a perfect fucking.
We tied it right in.
Thank you.
Total
I appreciate that. Thoughts?
I mean, look, it's a little weird that you just swooped in and stole somebody else's advertising. Was that someone at the door?
Oh, it's the Godfather.
Oh!
All right, my man.
God.
You might lose your seat for a minute.
You got it.
You know what? I'll give up my fucking seat. Look at this guy.
Hello, guys.
Come on, sit down. Hot seat.
Have a seat, sir.
Watch the cable.
Because I gotta get ready for
Tonight.
the boss. No, well, this afternoon. Now it's a couple hours.
Just sit down, young man.
His graduation.
How are you, sir?
Just right. Just
Awesome.
right.
It's good to see you again.
Same here. Same here.
You are literally the most requested guest in the history of our podcast.
Really?
Without a doubt, sir.
What?
You did a
Bring that
dissertation.
microphone in on you a little bit.
I'm impressed.
There you go. Lean in.
Yeah. You are.
Come on.
I am impressed.
You are in your short time here. You, sir, have developed quite a legend on this program.
Boy, I'm telling you. Boy, it's good to be a legend.
So, what's your favorite food again, sir?
Well, it depends on what you're thinking.
Well, in a sexual capacity, sir.
Oh, in a sexual capacity?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you know what?
Well, that's it makes you famous. That's why people love you.
That thing downstairs. Oh, jeez.
Like them cocks, do you?
Oh, boy, that is so unbelievable.
I like how he just ignored you completely. He's like,
They should sell it.
I mean,
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow does.
Yeah.
It turns out it's a farce. It's not real. What are your thoughts on the bridge collapse?
That's a good question.
Yeah, we've been talking about it today.
I have.
Some trepidations, would you say? But so do I.
I'm really not sure because, like the tugboats should have guided it underneath.
That's what we said.
The
There were no
bridge.
tugboats.
Does it feel a little sketchy to you?
And then all of a sudden they claimed that they had a power failure. And then they claimed there's 2 minutes missing from that
Footage.
their black box or something that they have. And I'm thinking, and I don't know if you guys remember Nixon with the 18 minutes gap.
Yeah, they figured out what that was. Alice's restaurant is 18 minutes long.
Right. Right. But I don't know. I have my doubts, unless it was just a test. A test.
A bridge collapse is bad.
Yeah, but let's do this and see what the reaction is and how much we can disrupt until the next one.
Well, that's
like
upsetting.
a trial run.
Okay. Yes,
Is this
exactly.
like beta testing then?
Exactly, a trial run.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't hate that theory. I can't find any real fault in it.
I just find it odd that the ship of that size lost power. I mean,
It has happened previously to the ship before.
I know it had another accident.
And they got written up for it. Yeah, exactly.
And this ship has also had, minus the accident, apparently it has a track record of mechanical failures, this particular boat.
Correct, that's what I've read.
Which, if you were going to do something like this, that's probably the boat you would choose, I'm just saying.
Yep, you're right. I agree with you.
You would have one to say, no, look, it already is fucked up in the past. It's...
I just find it just a little odd.
I find it very odd.
With all these explosions and train crashes and Food processing plants going up.
It don't quite pass the smell test.
Yeah,
Like something's iffy.
Something. I mean, I think we're being tested.
Well, they say the pandemic was a test run too, to see if we'd submit.
I heard that also, and like I don't know. It's like are they preparing us for another massive 9/11? Whoever it is.
I did see a report that at some point ISIS took responsibility for the vote.
Yeah, ISIS. Yeah,
I think that's probably nonsense because ISIS is pretty much null and void at this point.
Right. I mean, ISIS came into Russia. I mean, do you believe that? I don't.
No, because of the French thing. Yeah, remember in Paris?
Yeah.
Hold on, we got a bell.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Said, what is the probability curve the Obamas had scenario in their movie?
Oh, the scenario was in their film? I didn't see their film.
Nor did I.
I wouldn't. I'm not. So here's the rules. When she rings the bell, we got to shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
And she does the thing. It's a thing. Yeah. You had her drunk during the bell.
Yeah, I love that bell.
Bang the table.
I want to bang that bell. Well, at any rate, I think that
You can't cover your mouth, sir.
it's funny how ISIS was going to kill all those innocent people and then run to the Ukraine. Don't you find that a little bizarre?
I don't find it bizarre at all because if anybody paid any attention to world politics, listen, I feel absolutely terrible about everything that's happened to the citizens of Ukraine.
Oh,
it's
right.
awful. It's disgusting and terrifying and sad.
Right.
But the fact is that for the past 15 years, your government has been one of the most shiesty, manipulated, run by the fucking European mafia organizations that the face of the earth ever saw. They're crooked as fuck. They have been forever. And they were into shady shit. And, you know
they're all
what?
making money.
Well, yeah.
They're all making money. All these billions going to the Ukraine. How much is going back?
Oh, nothing. No. That money's fucking gone.
None of it's coming back.
No,
It's
going
just-
back to all the politicians
Oh, yeah.
and
Well,
everybody
it's not
else.
going back. It's just going to sit there and wait for them.
So is it Biden's golden parachute?
I think so.
It's got to be, right? Laundering that kind of
Yeah.
money, just bouncing.
Yeah, it sounds
And because
good.
it's a foreign country, there's no way to check up on it. They can't
Exactly.
tell how you spend it. They don't know
You can't
anything.
find the direction of one dime of that money.
Me
And legally, you
personally,
can't.
I'd
Dig
like
as
to get a
hard as you
receipt.
want.
I'd like a receipt. They're sending $60 billion there.
And they want more,
Hey.
as if to say it wasn't enough.
Tiffany wants a receipt for a $3 brownie.
I mean,
Fuck.
You
really.
got a full fucking refund for it too, though.
Full fucking refund, son of a bitch.
I mean, really.
You made sure to
No.
tell me that the next
But,
day.
you know, I see Zelensky with more houses, private planes, new cars. All his staff, they all have new cars and all kinds of shit. And we go to the grocery store.
Well,
and pay for-
you paid for it. How's that feel?
Exactly.
That's the
exactly.
thing.
Yep. Everybody that's working pays for it. That's right.
Everything the government has you paid for.
I read this thing this morning that if your country can send $60 billion of your money somewhere else, you're paying
too much.
You're paying too much.
Exactly.
There shouldn't be 60 million left
Good
over,
point.
or 60
Yeah.
billion left over.
Very good
Especially
point.
from an organization that has zero capability of actually making money.
Yeah. Now,
It's not a business. It's exactly right.
Correct. The government can't make money. It can't earn a profit. It's a government, not a business.
Good talk.
So every bit of what they send out there came out of our pocket.
right.
All right?
Yeah.
Which is, why I just live by the statement, fuck the government. I hate them.
It's just I don't know. It's just incredible.
I have a topic I want to discuss amongst the table. Are you
Let's
ready
go.
for this?
I like topics.
From 2003 to 2007,
Right.
Michael Townsend and 7 friends made a living quarters inside of an unused portion located inside an active Rhode Island mall. Free electricity, free heating, free cooling, and free water. Now, again, there was a section, like a wing of the mall they had shut
Yeah.
down, and they built their own fucking wall to wall off what they were at, and they
Whoa.
got away with it for 4 fucking years. Now, the engineers were going to do something with that and stumbled across the living thing.
Oh.
And one day, these 8 people who live in this mall section got gripped up by the mall security. Like, what are you doing here? But they had put in a living quarters. They put in a shower. They had a PlayStation. They had a living room.
They lived for free for 4
Wow,
years,
not
right?
bad.
Yes.
And the worst of the outcome is that they get gripped up by Paul Blart.
No, because once Paul Blart got them, they did get brought up on charges for trespassing, and they all got what's that word when you don't send you to prison?
Probation?
Yeah, because they were the first time they never did anything. They weren't like criminals.
That seems worthwhile to me.
Wow.
No, it's like amazing.
Not bad.
And he said because he was in his 20s, he was a kid.
Yeah.
Rent was like expensive.
I'll take that run.
He said he was jogging by, and he's like, "This is an entire wing that has electricity.
Yeah.
Because it's attached. They don't use it. Like the store where they had must have wanted a fucking business.
It's
Wow.
probably an FYE.
4
Interesting.
fucking years.
So they were squatting.
Yeah, squatters'
Essentially.
rights.
Wow.
Which, dude, the squatting thing creeps me out too, dude. Have you ever looked like
I got the answer this week.
about what?
How to get squatters out of your house.
How do you get them out?
Do you know that legally, because you own the property, you can store things there? Did you
Yeah.
know that?
Right.
He bought 20 giant fucking pythons and left them in the house. And he said the real tragedy is when he came back in 3 days and they were gone, 4 snakes are missing.
Oh, wow.
Good luck!
Wow. Wow.
He bought 20 pythons.
I support
Said,
that.
made it just in time for the end. Hey.
Hey,
You said that?
Trish.
I've thought
Trish
about
the
that.
ditch.
No, I never had a legal way to do it, but you can store. So he just went in, opened the window, and dropped 20 fucking snakes in.
Fucking genius.
It's my house. I put python wherever I want.
But what happens if the pythons kill? Now what?
That's on them.
Not my problem.
No.
So they wouldn't be responsible.
I can store things in my home. What happened to the cages? There were cages.
The worst thing that's going to happen to you is that, I mean, like the very worst thing, I feel like maybe you face a fine and the python would probably have to be put down.
And he was a fucking Southern guy.
You're right.
Big fat dude. He's like, I got a way to get rid of him. He's like, check the laws in your state. But as long as you can store shit, you can put in snakes.
He's probably like, fuck around, find out.
He kinda.
But can you imagine people living in your house, and then you have to go to court, which will take
Years sometimes.
No, but
Yeah.
you're from New York. They're the worst. Of all of them, they're the
I
worst.
think California is actually the worst.
New York's bad.
I think- I think I would go in there and throw all of them out by force.
No. They did that, right? And then you have to leave. And they came right back in. So that's the thing. So, like,
here's the thing: you didn't finish the job.
Right.
you all right, you got to be careful. Assault is real.
It is.
I'm a man, you're a man, you're a man. I'm going to get an axe in my fucking hand. I'm coming through the fucking door and you're getting the fuck out. That's threatening them with an axe. But if I just store my pythons there.
Right. However, if they have no proof that you evicted them in a hostile way, let's say.
No,
Yeah,
but
but you're not really evicting them.
No,
You're
but
throwing them out of your
bro,
property.
cameras cost nothing now. Look around, right? So they put them up on the wall, and then there's footage of you fucking swinging an axe and screaming like a crazy
Who said
person.
was bringing an axe?
I would bring an axe. I'm an axe guy. Axe and torch. This is what I would do.
Ooh, axe man.
I am.
Ooh, axe
Like
man.
when if I get well, I'm a roofer, so you have to have an axe to cut through
Right.
things. It's under my seat at all times, covered in the blood of my enemies.
Interesting.
It's true at all times. I always have an axe.
Very interesting.
My thing that I do.
Hey, I'm a gunman myself.
See, it's very messy for me. A gun.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, if you have to the point in this country, unfortunately,
Right.
when you use it to defend yourself, you're now suspect.
Exactly.
And I don't like that part of it. That
Exactly.
part breaks my heart. Like if I have a license to carry and I get attacked and I put you down, why am I now a suspect? I don't like that. But if I bludgeon you with something that was a tool in my truck,
Like Kai the Hitchhiker?
and he used a fucking axe,
Yeah,
didn't he?
Exactly.
And he walked on that,
Yeah.
right? Then he murdered somebody in
Then he
fucking
murdered
Jersey.
somebody. Yeah, like,
Some
yeah.
gay guy. It was bad. Bad
Incredible.
stuff. So that's my fear. And one of my crew is licensed to carry. So when we go out in these weird neighborhoods, one of us has a gun, but the other one has an axe. So I'd rather go axe all day.
Cool.
All day. Unless you have a gun, that's a different
I feel
world.
comfortable with that. That's
You know what I mean? But I got a guy who's armed. I got one. And I
I got a guy.
I think especially today, it's very important to get your carry permit,
Party's here.
to
Look.
practice,
Oh my God.
learn the
the
safety.
Easter Bunny's here.
Yeah, I hear it.
No, like,
No,
seriously.
the Easter Bunny is legitimately
No,
here.
the Easter Bunny's literally here.
I don't.
And his handler.
A real,
Tell the Easter Bunny to watch that
a
cord.
real Easter bunny. Wow,
I would do that. Don't do that. Oh, he's not supposed to talk.
a real Easter bunny. Damn.
Hello, Easter
I am
Bunny.
impressed.
So,
I am definitely impressed. An
Well,
Easter
Vex on
bunny.
Vex podcast. Happy Easter. The bunny is upon us.
Wow.
Listen,
Yeah, we're listening.
if you thought it was weird before,
Go stand next to Dave. Go stand next to Dave.
I can't see.
I forgot to mention the staff.
hi.
What's the handler?
I'm not sure who you are, but that's awesome.
I think you look kind of cute as a bunny.
It's a boy bunny. Be careful.
I mean, there's no eyes in it.
I mean, I don't think it's.
No, I mean, can't you see out of it?
Kinda.
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 Oh, that's.
I can see
unacceptable.
shapes.
You're ruining the illusion, Easter Bunny.
I can tell from light and dark.
Couldn't see that big step. to the
Yeah,
right
there's
there.
a.
It's not. It's a very small step,
A
actually.
real
Not when you don't know what's coming.
Wow.
It gets big fast.
Clearly, the Easter Bunny doesn't frequent here often enough.
You're supposed to be hopping anyway. I feel like you're.
Oh, you want your
Yeah,
shots,
yeah.
Easter Bunnies?
Oh, no.
You gotta be hopping.
You gotta take your head off of that.
No, don't do that. You're on camera. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode number 231 of the Vex on Vex podcast, morning radio episode 64. Thank you, Godfather, for dropping in.
The Godfather.
Thank you, Easter Bunny, for
Always
taking.
amazing to have you on the show, sir.
Well,
We were
I really
suspecting
appreciate
three.
it.
Oh, you're just stealing candy, Easter
Thank you
Bunny.
so
This
much.
is not how it works, Easter Bunny. That's some ass backwards bullshit right there.
First
Easter
time-
Bunny's coming and
It's
taking
true. You're
my
supposed to fucking
candy.
bring it.
Fuck this.
Not that we're offended. The Vex on Vex podcast is available on the Pod application on your phone under the Loud and Loaded network. Tune in next week. Post
God knows
Putacana.
what's about to happen.
Ooh.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Easter Bunny. Thank you, Godfather. Mike, thanks for coming through. Thank you, Tiffany. Stay frosty, everybody.
Stay hydrated.